Hello friends, welcome to my channel, and today we are gonna do a new topic, that is Earth structure. So here we go. So we will start with the introduction first. So man has constantly explored the three realms of the earth. So as we know, what are those three realms? Lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere since ages. Although man has been able to solve the mysteries of atmosphere and beyond space to some extent, and has been able to study the depth of the oceans in detail, the interior of the earth and its composition still remain a mystery among the great geologists. Our knowledge of the structure of the earth's interior is based on indirect evidence provided by a study of physical properties of the inaccessible regions of the earth. Now, the change in temperature, pressure, and density in the Earth's interior with increasing depth can be estimated from velocity of earthquake waves through the earth and by studying lavas emitted from volcanoes. Now, the thermal and physical state of the interior of the earth also helps in ascertaining the structure and composition of the earth. So number 1 here we will study is temperature. So it is an established fact that as we go down below the surface of the earth, the temperature goes on increasing at the rate of 1 degree Celsius for every 32 meters of descent. So at this rate we can say that the temperature of at the depth of 48 kilometer would be around 1200 degrees Celsius and 2000 degrees Celsius. So as we know that we live on the surface of the earth, and the temperature which we feel in the summer days is around 40, 30 or 50 degrees Celsius, right? So we still feel so hot in that temperature. But just imagine if it is around 1200 or 2000 degrees Celsius. It's impossible to live, right? If it really goes up to that temperature, everything would have been vanished and melted. And this is what happens in the interior of the earth. The rock and materials cannot remain in solid state at such a temperature. It is therefore inferred that the source of lava eruption from volcanoes is at the depth of about 48 kilometers. If we assume that the temperature goes on increasing at this rate 1 degree Celsius for every 32 meters, the temperature at the center or the core of the earth can be calculated to be more than 4000 degrees Celsius. It has also been estimated by the earth scientists that the rate of increase of temperature inside the earth undergoes a sharp decrease at greater depths from the surface. So let's move on to the next topic, that is pressure here. The pressure exerted by the weight of the atmosphere inside the earth has also been used to determine the composition and structure of the earth's interior. So by this we knew that the pressure exerted by the atmosphere inside the earth also affects the structure of the earth. And the pressure is about 1 million atmospheres, and at core of the earth the pressure is estimated to be about 3.5 million atmospheres. So now we'll begin with the structure of the earth. So on the basis of the study of physical property of the earth's surface, behavior pattern of seismic waves of earthquakes and the lava erupted from the volcanoes, it is believed that the earth is composed of three parts. Number 1 crust, number 2 mantle and number 3 core. So let's move on to the first one, that is crust, and it is also known as lithosphere, that is the layer of atmosphere. The word lithosphere has been taken from a Greek word lithos, meaning rock. So what is the meaning of lithos? Rock. The outer layers of the earth's structure is about 6 to 48 kilometer thick. So what is the layer? is thick. So we knew that the layer of the earth, the surface of the earth, the first layer which is thick, and it is thick to about 6 to 48 kilometer, and it also consists of two layers, which is very important, that is Sial and Sima. So we'll first discuss about what is Sial. Now, Sial consists of solid or continental part of the earth's structure. So Sial is what? It is solid part of the earth's structure. It is earth's crust. They are composed of many kinds of rocks. So the Sial, which is composed of many kinds of rocks, it is composed of many kinds of rocks which have the density and composition of granite. So what is it? It contains of granite rocks. The granite layer is often called Sial. So basically, the granite layer is called the Sial because of the predominance of silica and aluminium in its composition. The granite layer or Sial floats on Sima. Okay, so what did we know? That the Sial, the layer which is Sial, floats on Sima. So now we'll discuss about Sima. The lower continuous layer termed Sima because of its richness in silica and magnesium. So it contains of silica and magnesium, has an average density and composition similar to that of the common black volcanic lava called basalt. This basaltic layer directly lies under the ocean floor. So where does it lie? The basaltic layer, it lies on the ocean floor, and here forms the thinnest part of the earth's crust. Okay, so in Sima it forms the earth's crust. In continental areas, the granitic and basaltic layers together can reach a thickness of approximately 45 to 48 kilometer. The density of Sial is lower, 2.7 than Sima. Okay, that is 2.95. So the crust on the whole is thickest beneath the mountains and thinnest under the ocean. Okay, so the crust part is thickest beneath the mountain and it is thinnest under the ocean. It is composed of various kinds of rocks. The uppermost part consists of sedimentary rocks. So what does it contain? It contains the crust. The uppermost part of the crust consists of sedimentary rocks. The sedimentary layer is not continuous over the entire surface of the earth and is usually thin. So what is sedimentary rock? It is usually thin. The thickness of the sedimentary rocks varies from 3.2 to 32 kilometer in the areas of folded mountains. So in the areas of folded mountain, it is about 3.2 to 32 kilometer. Thus the granite layer consisting of mostly continents and basaltic layer of oceans from the upper layer of the earth called the crust. So the granite layer is known as the crust. We knew that the granite layer is known as the crust and the upper layer of the earth. However, Sial is a discontinuous layer floating over the continuous layer Sima. We also discussed about this, that Sial floats on Sima. So we are done with the crust. So what was there? It was the uppermost layer of the earth containing Sial and Sima, and the layer consists of sedimentary rocks and Sial floats on Sima. So you need to know this very properly, that Sial floats on Sima, and not forgetting that the layer consists of sedimentary rocks. So now we'll move on to the next one, that is mantle. So what is mantle? It is the second layer of the earth. So layer between the crust and the core, with its upper boundary marked by Mohorovicz's discontinuity and its lower boundary by the Gutenberg discontinuity. So now we knew that the layer between the crust and core, which contains of upper boundary and lower boundary, where the upper boundary is marked by Mohorovic Moravisic discontinuity, and the lower boundary is the Gutenberg discontinuity. Okay. So now we'll discuss about the mantle layer, which is also divided into two parts. That is number one, the upper mantle and the lower mantle. The upper mantle is also known as the asthenosphere, and the lower mantle is also known as the mesosphere. The lower part of the asthenosphere, like mesosphere, is solid, okay? But the upper part of the asthenosphere is partly molten state. So basically, it is solid, and the upper part is like in a molten state. Okay, so we'll start with the next topic, that is core or barosphere. So here this layer also consists of two layers, that is the core, that is outer core and inner core. The core is the innermost part of the earth and kilometers away in the radius. The core is extremely hot and is made up of iron. So what is this core made up of? It is made up of iron, okay? So nickel iron alloy, you can say this also, and it consists of temperature to be estimated around 2700 degrees Celsius. So the temperature here is extremely hot. Okay, so now we'll move on to the next one, that is the inner core with a radius of 1400 km and is believed to consist of knife, but is forced into a solid state by increased pressure. So as we studied now, that it is forced into a solid state by increased pressure. So how does this happen is, the inner core, from all sides it is like the atmospheric pressure there is very high, the pressure which is created by the atmosphere which is very high, and due to which it forms into a solid state. The pressure is 3 million tons greater at the center of the earth than at the surface, and the density of this layer ranges from 14.5 to 16. Temperature also increases sharply with descent into earth until it may reach at least 4000 degrees Celsius. And by this we have finished the chapter, and if you have any doubt you can comment me, and if you have not yet subscribed my channel, subscribe it for my new updates, and don't forget to press the bell icon for the notification. And hope you like the video, and thanks for watching.